Hello. So I called a face painter friend of mine today, right? And I wanted to share with you guys because I was telling her I'm no longer going to be doing this event that I've been doing for years, because I picked up on some negativity and just some dismissiveness in the responses that I was getting. And I don't like to be attached to things like that. Like, I'm a firm believer that whatever you allow in your life, that's what you're going to attract more of. I've found that in the 13 years of me face painting, that whenever I allow certain things to happen, it tends to keep coming because that's what I'm making room for in my life. And that's what I'm saying, oh, it's okay, I want that. Even though I don't like how it feels, if you allow it, you're saying you want it. Like, that's what I believe, that's what I've noticed. So I don't like to be the kind of person who's just like, I'm quick to cut ties with people or like cut you off. It really does take a minute for me to be like, you got to show me in so many ways that you don't like me, or like for me to pick up on that, oh, okay, you don't have good intentions for me. And I always like to talk about how I feel or mention and give you a chance to fix it, I guess, or, let me know if I took things wrong. But if you're just continuously showing me that you don't have respect, you don't have consideration, you don't think much of me, then I just can't work with you. I've cut clients off. Like, I literally sent this lady back 3 deposits for 3 different events because she canceled an Easter event on me like 3 days before Easter. I blocked out the whole day for her, and she didn't even have the, consideration to text me back when I was texting her. She just did not communicate. She just showed up at another event that I was at and said, oh, I don't think I'm going to have it. Thankfully, I was able to fill that day, but like, things like that. And I even gave her another chance after that, but because she wasn't communicating, I just gave her back all her deposits, and I was like, I can't function like this. That's not how I do business. I'm doing my job to be very communicative and reach out to you, but you're not giving me the same energy back, so we can't do business together. And she was so upset. Like, I've seen her a few times since. She will not come around me. She will not allow me to paint her child. So, people don't like when you hold them accountable. And that's also unfortunate because I'm the kind of person who I'm gonna speak up for how I feel. And even if I'm wrong, like, just talk to me about it. Let's work through it and let's get past it. I still would love to have a relationship. But I've seen so many people get mad at me for holding them accountable for their bad behaviors, but yet they have people in their life that treat them like so terrible and like trash, or like they just do not matter at all. But yet I treat them with love and respect and consideration for even bringing up something that's bothering me, and I'm the one that's the bad guy, right? I say all that to say this. I just been dealing with so much. I feel like all the doors have been opening for me and good things are coming my way, and so many opportunities. Like, I am just so grateful and excited for everything that's coming, but I'm also a little overwhelmed because I'm having to let go of relationships and friendships and business partners and different things that I thought I wanted to take with me, everywhere that I go. But I am also trying to remember to keep God in everything that I'm doing. And because sometimes I'm trying to figure things out on my own. And if I don't make room for Him to sit with me and where I'm going and what I'm doing, then there won't be clarity, because then I'm trying to figure out why things are happening and why this and why that. But in reality, if I just stop and ask God, okay, show me what you want me to see, like, teach me what I need to learn, like, let me know what you want me to know, you know what I mean? Then He'll show me, like He always has. But I have to get out of my own way and let that happen, and just also remember that sometimes bad things happen for good reasons. Sometimes we have to let go of things that we were holding on so strong to in order to have better things, in order to be able to go to make room for where God has planned for us to be and who He wants us to be, And I'm just going to be honest, like, it's been very, very overwhelming and hard. And like I said, I'm so grateful, but I've also been struggling a lot with the negative things, and then just also making time for myself. Like, I'm literally sitting under a tree before I go home. I had a party today and I just need a moment. Like, I need time for me. Like Friday, I was just like crying so hard and just like so overwhelmed with emotion, from bad things happening. And then, also just being so grateful. Like, I didn't want to feel like I was ungrateful for all of the good because I was focusing on the bad. But we're human, we're only human. And like, for the first time in my life, I was throwing up in the shower because I just was like so exhausted and feeling like, why is all this stuff happening to me? You know, why is it all coming back on me when I'm just trying to be a good person and trying to do good things and trying to also be there for other people and show them love and support them. And I just feel like God's just like showing me everything though, so he can say, okay, look, I'm showing you this so you know this is not for you. This person is not for you. Like, their intentions towards you are not good, so you need to let them go. And I think that a lot of times we are so caught up in our hurt and our pain that we miss the blessing of what it is to see the truth of who people really are and how they really feel about you. And so I just was reminded of the Make Room song by Jonathan McReynolds, because you know, I think it's important to remind ourselves that whatever we make room for, that's what we're going to have. So I think like we could all just do it together this week. Let go of what we don't want any more of, and make room for God, for ourselves, for the people that we love, for kindness, for grace, for goodness, for opportunity, for success, for financial gain, for all of the things. Like, if it means you have to let go and that's gonna hurt for a moment, it's gonna be worth it in the end, because you're only making room for you to grow into where you were always meant to be. Sometimes you have to let go of the things that are keeping you where you don't want to be anymore. And it sucks, but it's gonna be worth it, because you're worth it. I find space for what I treasure. I find time for what I want. I choose my priorities. And Jesus, you're my number one. So I will make room for you. I will prepare for two, so you don't feel like you can't